psychic development reading for cleansing fire. So before, when I read you, you were heart infusion, and that was about 9 or 10 months ago. So now we are moving on to questions relating to your psychic development. Okay, so I'm just looking over the question here, and I have several, 5 crystals here, and I have a couple of statues. So when I made the circle, I was using my citrine, and then to surround myself, I used Isis, my statue here. And then for you, I used my guardian dragon. I do also have an amethyst here, so this is psychic protection. So that kind of goes along with the guardian dragon energy. I feel like I need to shut up though. So I'm just gonna not get into all the crystals yet and just wait here a minute. So I have a female energy coming up. This almost feels like a guardian angel type of energy. It feels very calm, it feels very soothing, and I get a sense that even this goes along with my guardian dragon here. It feels almost like she picked that out. She wanted me to pick that out. Because I get this sense that the statues, Isis as well, the statues relate to her. This is her energy coming in. She wanted me to pick those specifically because this is a very protective energy. Even the amethyst I'm feeling is almost signifying her a bit, since that does have to do with psychic protection. But you do have some grounding stones here as well. You have 3 stones that I really think of as grounding. And then, okay, so I'm going to get into the crystals now. Okay, so we have the zoisite. This is very good for grounding. This is also like a nature energy, but this is a good grounding stone. And I'm kind of feeling like this can help with clearing also. Well, you had that cleansing fire coming in. That was the name. When I surrounded you with the dragon's energy, it was actually just breathing fire on you is what it looked like. Okay. And then I have my pyramid here. So this obviously is a really masculine energy, and it does have a lot of red in this pyramid. I don't remember what kind this is. I can never remember what kind this is. I know it's some type of agate. But regardless, this does have a lot of masculine energy in it, and this has to do with grounding and cleansing as well. And then I have my my citrine here. So this is what I use to surround the room in with. And this has a lot to do with coming into your personal power, but this can definitely, this has to do with the solar plexus. And so this is like a charged energy. So even this can help with the cleansing. And it is like a fire energy, like a sun type of stone or a revitalizing type of stone, since it is connected to the solar plexus. Okay, I feel like I'm going to surround you in this one as well now, my my citrine. Whoa. Okay. Even this I feel like is grounding you. And when I was surrounding you with that, the reason there was this jerk like this is because it was actually the same thing I noticed with the dragon. With the dragon energy, it felt as if there was some type of almost debris coming off of you. That's what it felt like. And I even got that word, like debris coming off of you specifically. And there's something going on with this root chakra that they're really pointing out. I know this almost seems like the guides aren't answering the questions, but they are. Guides have sometimes an indirect way of answering a question. They want to get to the root of things and they want to help you actually solve it. So they want to help you come into alignment with getting these gifts out. So they're not just going to tell you, you know, something that might seem totally related to this. They might tell you things that almost in some ways don't seem related, but they are. Okay, so you have something going on here with the root chakra, and then there's something going on with the right leg. There's an energy going down through the right leg and the foot. Okay, and right has to do with manifesting. Okay, so you're getting more back in touch with like the world now, with humanity, um, since you are coming out of that old energy that you were in more. During the last reading, you were definitely in a lot of more just heavy negative energies. This is why there's like this debris coming off of you now. So you have like what's the transformed that energy, that's the right word. So you have like transformed that energy more, you've stepped out of it, but there's still kind of this energy kind of trailing around kind of in your aura still a little bit, this debris and just this old crap, you know, this old stuff that you have to kind of get off and replace. I get a feeling you have to replace. Right. Okay. So your aura can't be empty after. It has to be filled with something that can replace it. It has to be filled with positive energy. And light. That's the word I'm specifically getting. It has to be filled with light. I get a sense of darkness too, though, in the way of like psychic protection. So light and dark have an aspect here. You need to be closing off, and you need to be psychically protecting yourself. And you need to be meditating. You need to be getting into a more silent space. So that's darkness. That's like the true energy of darkness, not negative darkness. Now, light, on the other hand, this is this cleansing fire thing. This is this thing that's going to ground you. This is this energy that is going to help you to get more back in the flow and more connected. And so this is also this happy energy. This is a more outward energy. But you really have to do that too. It's like as you step more out into the world, strangely enough, this is actually going to help you with your psychic abilities, because it's like you got out of touch. As you get more in touch with being connected to and understanding that you need to be more involved in a sense with physical things, and you've got that more. So you are, it's like it makes you more concrete. That's what your guides are saying. It makes you more grounded. It makes you more physical. And for these gifts to come through, it's like you have to have your foot firmly stepping, like you have to be grounded. You have to have a foothold here on earth for these gifts to come through you. Otherwise, you're just going to float away. And so this is something that your guides are really bringing through, is this grounding. And also this debris, cleansing this debris off of yourself. These are kind of the two main things. When it comes to developing these gifts, these are the things that you need to do, is what they're saying. As far as a main gift, okay, they might get into that in a bit. They probably will, but they want to focus a little bit more. So I'm just feeling this. Anything that you can do that doesn't like overwhelm you, bombard you. So in other words, something that you're drawn to, something that you resonate with, the things that you resonate with, not just go out and party or do a million stupid things to be in contact with, physical humanity or whatever. That's not what they're saying, but they are saying to get in touch with being more grounded. And they're even showing me like washing the dishes or something, like this is just about being physically grounded. It doesn't have to be washing the dishes, obviously, but they're just giving that as an example so that you don't think it necessarily means going out and overwhelming yourself. Um, it means simple things, or it can. It can also be going out and doing activities with people and things. And I feel like there is a balance with that. Definitely, that's some of what you need to be doing, because specifically they're coming in with connecting with humanity, connecting with other humans, which you are doing now. So this is a good thing. And this is actually going to help you come into contact more with your gifts. And they're saying where they're just bursting out, they're flowing out. But it's like if they're just stuck up here, it's like they can't come through. So they need to be able to come through you. So this energy that I was sensing on your right leg and kind of traveling down to your foot, this is actually a positive thing. This isn't a negative thing. And the right, this is the male energy. So this is grounding, this is physical manifestation, and this is a more outward energy. So this is signifying here again that in order to ground, you have to kind of step your foot out, which is what you're doing now. So this is something that they are definitely applauding you for, that you're getting back in touch with humanity. They keep not finishing a sentence. They just go right into a next one. And it's like I have to interrupt myself and I have to go into the next sentence, or she does. I think I feel a male guy too, but I'm mainly feeling her energy still. But anyway, roots is what she started saying before I got to finish that sentence. And then I paused there like, hey, can you finish that? What were you saying? But anyway, so roots, she's saying it's like you're almost connecting to your roots again. She doesn't mean like ancestry or something like that. She's not talking about that. She's talking about like your personal roots, like you on earth, connecting to yourself, connecting to your own roots. So like roots, like almost like etheric roots, and they're coming out of your feet and they're going down into the earth. And I get a feeling also that you can visualize that, and that you should visualize that outside. So you should visualize this in nature. Or if you can't really be outside, then it's good to like look outside. It's good to physically observe outside, or even if you have like a picture of outside or something, because this needs to be something like natural, like nature, like the ground, like grass, trees, things like this, even the sky. But especially things that have to do with the ground. And I even feel like an animal energy too. Your guides are bringing this up to actually think of yourself like an animal. and even almost like remember that you are an animal. This is something that they're coming in with. Like think about how connected to earth animals are, and then how psychic they are. So they're outside all the time, and this is their way of communicating all the time. All they communicate through with each other all the time is telepathic. You know, they're not speaking English to one another. They're speaking telepathically, and they are extremely grounded. They're very psychic. They can feel things that are going to happen with the weather. You know, some of this is a physical thing and it's an instinct, but not all of it. Some of this is they just know something. They know things psychically. They can feel changes that are going to occur, and that's how connected they are with the ground. So some of this is even like in a physical way. This almost makes them physically psychic in a way where they can predict things that are going to happen in a physical way. And this has to do with how connected to Mother Earth they are, to Mother Nature. So your guides are saying that you have to get that back, that you have to get this flow back. And then your gifts are going to come out naturally because they want to travel through you. So it's a matter of some of this energy has to do with visualizing. Like visualizing roots coming out of your feet, and they are connecting you to the ground. At the same time, you're connected to the sky. And I'm even seeing that you can even see cords, like, not like cords of like attachment, but like healthy cords, almost still like grounding cords, how you see the roots coming out of your feet, they're going into the earth. This isn't a negative thing. This is something to ground you. But I'm also feeling like you can see cords also going into if there's a male guide too. I'm sure there's a male guide too, but I'm not really feeling him yet. But this female guide, so I'm just going to say your guides. I feel like there's two of them that are around you right now. I'm not saying that there aren't more, but these are two prominent energies that are coming in. This male one isn't really coming up, but I definitely have some crystals that are symbolizing his energy as well. But especially hers, she wanted specific things brought out to symbolize her, and I'm definitely feeling a connection with her. But also this is about your psychic abilities. So the grounding, this is a more masculine thing. These psychic abilities, this is a more feminine thing. You're going inward into this like silent space. You're not grounding in this case. So they really go hand in hand. And she's saying, and a feminine energy can ground you as well, and it can be more outward, but at the same time, it's coming from an inward, almost emotion. It's coming from an inward place. Like she's saying, like a psychic vision, for instance, can be seen outward, but it's coming from an inward place. It's not coming from something within you. And she's also saying, and in a sense, everything is coming from within. But she's saying that one is more focused on going within, and one is more focused on like putting out. So it's like, so you go within so that you can put out, and so that you can put out the right thing. So this psychic knowing helps you know how to manifest and what to manifest. What are you meant to be manifesting? So you know some of the psychic abilities that you have. For some reason, she was coming in with this word just a minute ago, recall. I'm recalling. But she's saying this again. Like you can look into the past, almost like past lives. I'm not sure how aware of this gift that you are, so I'm not sure how aware like all of these you'll be or whatever. So I'm just gonna say whatever they are, like I always do. Whatever they are coming through with, whatever they're presenting. So be open to some gifts that you might not recognize in a sense or know that you have. But I feel like you will recognize them. But almost be open to exploring things that are a little different. Okay, then just these main gifts. But recall, this is something that she's talking about. Seeing past lives, and I keep getting a sense of psychic vision as well, like clairvoyance. But for some reason, she's not really saying it like clairvoyance. She's specifically, for some reason, she's coming in with psychic vision. This phrase exactly. I'm almost getting a sense from her. I don't know if this is it completely. I feel like this might not be it completely, why she wants to use that word. But part of it is almost, I don't really think of it in this way, but I know that sometimes it is thought of in this way. Um, but sometimes clairvoyance is almost thought of as like seeing into the future. But she is really talking about like all times and seeing into every time. And for some reason, past life recall, she's speaking about specifically in past visions. Because there's another feeling that I get in a picture that she's showing me. I don't remember what this is called. I know there's some word for this, but it's like you take like an object in your hand and you can put your hands on it and you can start seeing things and getting a feeling of things that have happened with the object. Where has it been and things like that. And she's even giving me this feeling. It's like um, she's talking about how some like psychics or clairvoyants will even like help solve crimes and things like this. Like they'll take a shirt of the person and they'll feel it and they'll be able to connect with the person. And they'll be able to even feel like where was this shirt? What happened when the person was in this shirt and this type of thing. But being able to do it at will, she's saying, really has to do with stepping into who you are, stepping into your energy. So this has to do with going inward, but while at the same time keeping yourself grounded and going outward. Okay, I'm getting a feeling that really this psychic vision that she's talking about, and she is saying clairvoyance, clairvoyance. I feel like there's something specific she wanted to get across. So she's saying psychic vision, and she's talking about the third eye here. She's showing me the third eye. So vision from this third eye. But this is definitely one of the main gifts, I feel like. An empathic ability, I also get a sense of healing ability. I also get a sense of, and I do have this peacock ore here, and I always thought of this as a healing stone before I knew what it was. And now also, now that I know it's peacock ore, I realized this also actually has to do with cleansing the chakras. And so this is part of this cleansing fire thing also, and cleansing out each chakra. So you need to focus on getting this debris off of yourself. So getting this debris off of yourself, focusing on grounding and clearing. This is what's going to help you step into alignment with your gifts. And the reason that you haven't been able, the reason that you've been experiencing them off and on is because of this grounding. You have to be grounded so that it can flow out of you, and you have to be clear so that it can come down through you. So you have to ground and you have to clear. But she's saying that then you'll be able to step into these gifts fully more and more. So she's saying, so this is not just a psychic thing. And this is not only clearing and grounding like through visualization. This is still doing things that you have already been doing, which might seem less spiritual. They're more physical. It's you getting back into earth in a sense, or like being in touch, like she said, with your humanity. But at the same time, remembering that you are an animal, she's saying. Connecting to the earth, connecting to the ground. I'm even getting a sense like physical things like yoga, stuff like this. This could help, like yoga or something, some kind of physical exertion. This is good also, like jogging or something like this. This is good for helping you ground and connect yourself to your physical body. So she's saying that you need to be psychically connected, but you also need to be physically connected in order to sort of hone in on your gifts and then allow them to come through you, bring them down through you. Okay, so that is the end of the reading. Thank you very much, Cleansing Fire, once again for allowing me to do this reading for you. And I truly hope that this will help you in some way. Thank you. Namaste.